We will be starting soon with Cult of the Lamb.
Wig, okay.
Wig, did you just say wig?
Yes.
I know, wig. I feel that already.
What is wig?
What is
wig?
No, it's not your language, it's just for us.
Hey, okay, so we're gonna get into some Cult of the Lamb. I hope that you enjoyed the experience that I was trying to give to you with Animal Crossing. Um, Hello? Give me a second. Please. Anyway, Cult of the Lamb? Anyone? Anyone? Cult of the Lamb? Let's get right into it. As always, gifters get first priority when it comes to naming new followers in the cult. Let's get into it. Get into it. When you're at the Pretty Pink Parish, you're home. You gotta listen to this entire album. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I have a lot of albums to listen to. Did you know? Have you listened to the FKA Twigs album yet? The new one? Like I've listened to some of it, but I haven't like gotten through it. I'm naked. Oh, they're hypnotized. Bye. Dawn Silverwind. Honestly, what if I bring Dawn Silverwind back to life?
Huh?
I mean, I would not be opposed to giving the new one a listen, but I already kind of have a preconceived notion about it, I'm not gonna lie. Right. They're already obsessed with me, so we really don't need to do anything else. Unless I need money or something. All right, let's see what I can feed these fools. These fools. Wait, this place is kind of shaping up a bit. Hold on. I wish I could be there for Dawn Silverone's death. What do you want? Shout out to Tim Tapple. Who is this? Pickled, where do you get all these random names from for these followers when you donate? By the way, if you donate, you get first priority. It's always gonna be the same for this game. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. If you donate, and that's bits or subscriptions or anything, if you donate, you get first priority when it comes to naming these new villagers. Oh, we have a bunny. Let's go. Fuck it. Your disease-addled mind. Okay, period. Shout out to the diseased. Screaming for me, baby. Like we're gonna die. Poison on the inside. Me running around, running through the woods, running through the motherfucking woods, naked. All these bones around here, and none of them have any meat on them or bones or any. I need more resources. I'm always tripping. Ow! A tranquil pond. Wow, thank you for the bits. Hey, I'm saving up for the DLC for Pokemon ZA. My goal for the week is to finish that game. Give me healing. All right, Pickles, and you get to name the next follower. I do want to keep it a bunny, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'll trawl the depths for the heart she took from my chest. Damn, there's a lot of hearts in here. This is so weird and eerie. What else is weird and eerie is that all the little puppets that he has, all the little like things that he has in here are all full of meat. All of his little like mannequins or whatever you call them, they're all full of meat. That's eerie to me. What do you mean? What do you mean meat? Also, what is this room? I don't think I've ever been in one like this. Oh, that was for the rocks. Okay. Yeah, I did like the music in that heart room specifically. I mean, I like the musical in this game overall. I wonder if there's a soundtrack for it. Girl, I'm getting jumped in this fucking room. Back up off of me. Oh my god. This destroys all active tarot cards. Weapons and curse level increase per destroyed tarot cards. But if I use this now, then I won't get my tarot cards back, and I want my tarot cards. Fucking shit. I was so ready. You think, I just think one needs to be named Henrietta. Okay, we can name the next one Henrietta. She'll be like some kind of fun colored rabbit. How World is sick. It seems multiple people are sick. Cindy is also sick. Eunice, Delilah, and Cindy are fighting, and Eunice, Delilah is not above killing someone. So I need to find them and break it up. The way Eunice, Delilah, though, is dead asleep. She was injured from fighting Cindy. Oh, Cindy beat her ass. Hold on, let me get my keyboard. Honestly, I don't care what they do. As long as they follow my bidding, I don't care. Everybody's hungry, though. Let's hear what Dawn Silverwind has to say in her final days of let's hear her confession. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this body. That's why everybody was sick. I can't heal either of them. Eunice Delilah got fucked up. Do you see her? Her eyes fucked up. And mind you, Eunice Delilah is not above killing, especially over jealousy. Like, Cindy was really in danger, and she really showed Eunice who's boss. Which honestly makes sense, because Cindy is my old... I think Cindy is, I don't know if Cindy's older than Dawn Silverwind, but Cindy is my oldest spouse, I believe. I don't know if I want to marry you, Snooty. Are you human or are you dancer? What are you talking about? I hate to wake them up, but we really need a little bit of... In your private thoughts, you can be mad that I woke you up, but right now, you're gonna be worshiping. Thank you. The way that it really did nothing.
No. Shalom baka.
Let's refill this. Are we human or are we dancer? I don't know. I feel like I might have heard that song. I just don't know. Ripro. I like a little bit of Coldplay. I had different eras where I was really enjoying their music, and then I had eras where I really wasn't. I will resurrect you, Dawn. I will resurrect you, Dawn. Oh, they're all eating right here. Oh, bitch. I didn't know I did the deadly dish. I thought it was minced follower meat. 2 bitches died. Well. Nothing I can do about it now. A grand shelter. Oh, so we're really leveling up. What comes after that? A leader tent and a healing bay. Okay. Let's do a new doctrine. Maybe something to do with death. Return to the earth or preserve our earthly remains. Unlocks the natural burial building. The corpses of dead followers may return to the earth by becoming fertilizer. Grieve the fallen. Unlocks the grave building. Gains 2 faith when the followers grieve at the grave. Let's do the fertilizer. I'm not feeding you a meal made of poop. I don't care. Damn, that lost a lot of faith. Henrietta goes straight to jail. I didn't mean to kill them, honestly. You got a shiny Alolan Geodude. Nice. I don't know what animal this is. Maybe a camel. No, the capybara is different. This is the camel, and then the capybara is something else. Oh, look at this. Is that a red panda? I'll take it. I mean, I agree. I don't know what shiny golem looks like, but that would be an interesting Pokemon to have on your team, just in general. I named him Gregor. Oh my god. Shout out to the dude. That bitch. Straight to prison, bitch. Did y'all see him escape prison? Where's the janitor station and how come nobody's using it? I know we have a janitor station. Where did it go? Oh, is that this right here? All right, get to it.
Teka lang ba yan?
could do a dinner. I don't have enough bones to have a feast, though. At least not at this current moment. I don't have enough bones to do any rituals right now. I haven't shiny hunted in a hot minute. Or at least not in Scarlet and Violet. Let me run it up in Onura while everyone's asleep. So what I realized is this thing in the back is like healing all of them and keeping them alive, which is what got me last time. She's a singer. She's a singer, a songstress, a vocalist. Hi, damsel. How are you? What are you up to? Are you at work? Oh, you want to talk about mothers? Damsel, can you make me a grilled cheese, please? Yeah, stream is going great. Having a good old chill time. Honestly, this stream has been pretty good for me, even if it's been pretty chill around here. I have been having problems with the VT. I think it's just because it's a Tuesday, and normally like stuff in Steam normally resets on Tuesday afternoons, Tuesday evenings, so like it gets a little messy. But you know, especially because I haven't streamed. I didn't stream on Tuesday. I mean, I didn't stream on Thursday. I didn't stream on Friday. So when was the last time I have streamed would have been? It would have been, I don't know if I streamed on Wednesday or not. So it's been a minute. So like I kind of needed a little bit of like a chill comeback. Can you make me a coffee while you're making my, oh. Mind you. Damsel's working in the kitchen today. Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. Ooh, tomato soup, yum. Damsel, you should send 100 bits. That way I can name this this follower after you. Thank you for the bits on behalf of Damsel. Get into it. Damn! I don't want the villager that bad. Oh my god. Well, Damsel, you still get to name the next one if you would like to. If not, it's up to you, Pickled. Or I could literally name it after her. But that won't be this one. These bitches don't respect me. Jesus. Wicked Witch. We still don't have enough to do the feasting ritual. And they're pissed. All right, let's do some inspiration. Like it's the inspirational speaking tour across the parish. Who is unwell? Let's do some building, I guess. I don't know why I can't build this. I have enough of both of the things that I need to use to build this. Harvest crops and deposit them in a chest for you to collect. Oh, maybe it's because I don't have any farmer stations. Well, I do want to build one of these. Okay, yeah, and so this one right here is going to be covering what area? So that'll actually be covering all of this area, so I can keep building over here too. And what covers this area? Okay. I hate how when they get old, they stop collecting resources. Because that puts more work on me.
What?
I like this one.
You give me one?
In other words, please be true.
Dalam ka ng bayan na.
In other words, I love you. Pickled, I don't know if you're still here, but Pickled or Damsel, if you're here, do you have a name for this thing that you would like to give it since, Pickled, you donated to the cause? I mean, I understand, like, my thing is, like, I know that it's, like, a reflection of, like, reality. You know, when people get too old to work, they can't work anymore. But it's kind of, like, annoying to see some of them get so old that they can't do anything. Meanwhile, some of the villagers that I have actually have lived for a very, very, very long time. Like Brogilio Statson. Which I did that on purpose, but I didn't intentionally choose him to live for a long time. I just gave him the item. They didn't care. Damsel flea never needs to sleep.
Huh. Oh. Ah. Huh? Oh. Ah.
Let's go buy, I guess. I really don't want to, but I guess I will go buy some tarot cards from the freaking Spore Grotto. Maybe I'll get a better variety if I buy a few. Yeah, I haven't drank any coffee today either. I've been yawning all stream. I normally drink coffee sometime during the day. Shopping spree moment, right. I normally just drink instant coffee. Like I will like either make an instant coffee drink at home, or I might go somewhere like Dutch Bros to go get a coffee, but I have not done either of those things today. I was gonna go to Dutch Bros though, because I was gonna get a gift card for Christmas, but I never made it over there. And like now it's a little too late and a little too cold. I really don't want to go anywhere. It's well, it's only 44 degrees. I mean, it's not really that cold. I can go somewhere. Did I do my banking? I did do my banking. I did that early. I got up early. Is Dutch Bros big where you're at? Yes and no. They're starting to put more franchises around. I don't know if they're franchises, but they're starting to put more stores around in the area. So it's like they're more available. And I'm trying to, I like to diversify what I do when I drink things like coffee or when I eat fast food. I don't always like to go to the same place, so. I've only seen them at the airports here. They have a few locations in my area in different places. But you know, I also live in a very like big driving heavy area, and it seems that those locations do well with the driving. I didn't know I could cut down these trees. Did you know the whole time I've been complaining so much about not having any trees? I could cut down these trees. And I've been here so many times, and there were so many times since I've been here that I didn't have anything. I didn't have any wood or any stone. I have a local cafe near me where I want to go try literally everything on the menu, but I only go there a couple times a month. Yeah. I think it's good to try things though, so maybe you should just like, you know, for example, maybe like 1 month, if you're only going a few times a month, maybe you get the same drink every time, and then you switch up the bakery items. Or maybe vice versa, you get the same bakery item every time, but you switch up the, you know, the drink. I don't have the money for it. Yeah, I mean, it is just in general, it is just good to like lessen the blow of lessen the blow of needing to get something or wanting to try something and then being scared not to like it. I want Chipotle. I don't always get the same thing from Chipotle. Sometimes I get chicken, sometimes I get steak, sometimes I get barbacoa. It really depends on my mood. If I get barbacoa, I normally get pinto beans, but with anything else, I normally get black beans. I like the red sauce, but I normally get the green sauce, aka the medium, aka the salsa verde. I'm kind of picky. I'm not really picky. I like, sometimes I'll go over there and I'll get like, sometimes I'll go over there and I will get like the queso. I don't really like the queso that much though. I would rather have the queso on the side, maybe with some chips. My favorite thing to actually get from Chipotle is the apple juice. The apple juice from Chipotle is pretty good. It's like Nantucket brand or something, or it's like the brand is like it says Nantucket on it. It's associated with Nantucket in some way. There was a Chipotle around like really close to my high school, so I went frequently. And when I went when I was in high school, first of all, I enjoyed it. It was also one of those places where we just like sometimes we would go there to hang out. There was a lot of like, actually, that's the interesting thing now that we're talking about it. You know, we talk about like the destruction of third spaces, and I think that yes, third spaces can be places where like that should be free. You know, like a courtyard, if like for example in the context of a high school, because that's what I was talking about. Like courtyards in the high school, the students should be able to sit in courtyards in the high school, even during class, as long as they're not disturbing anyone. Especially like if they have an off period or something, or if they're or the library. Third spaces, places where you can exist around people And that doesn't necessarily even need to necessarily be places where you can spend leisurely time, but just places where you can exist in public around other people and absorb that energy of being around other people that benefits your brain chemistry by doing. You know, but also sometimes that means sharing a meal with someone. To me, there's a very big value in sharing a meal. One of the things that I carried on from my time growing up in church is that, like, you know, anything can be communion. When you're sharing space with people, it's communion. When you're sharing food with people, drinks with people, time with people, it's communion. And in the context of the church, that meant something a little bit different than what I'm saying. But I do think that there is a value in spending time with and around people, even in places where you're spending your money. And that's what I was getting at, is that, like, the Chipotle by my high school, the Starbucks by my high school, the other restaurants around my high school, we would go there and eat, we would enjoy the food, we would spend time with each other. We might spend an hour or two in there eating our food, enjoying our food, getting an extra dessert and everything. And we would do that to spend time with each other. It wasn't just like a thing where it was like it wasn't just a thing where it was like we're just going there to eat, we're just going there to spend money. And I think that third places are important, but I think sometimes the conversation around third spaces, especially on the internet, really lack nuance in, you know, sometimes it is a cafe, sometimes it is a cafe, sometimes it is a courtyard, sometimes it is somewhere to sit and spend time with people, but sometimes it's a place where you go spend your money. Sometimes it's a bowling alley, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's an arcade. And I think that, like, in my lifetime, I've had a lot of important friendships in my lifetime. I haven't had a lot of important romantic relationships, but I've had a lot of important friendships. I think I've needed the support with those people in my life at different times more than I needed any kind of romantic relationship. So it was important to me that I was spending time with those people, you know, and we would be spending time in those third spaces that I'm describing, where it was sometimes it was those places where we get to eat. I think that a Twitch stream is a third space in the sense that you get to converse with people, you get to talk with like-minded people, and I think it benefits a lot of people who are in situations where they are not readily available to go to a physical third space. However, I don't think that sitting on any social media platform or sitting on social media period is something that would replace something that you can be doing in actual life. If anything, I think that things like social media have actually hindered the way that we socialize with others in general in public. And it's not the only cause, but I do think that it's an influence, especially when it comes to people who are sharing really strong intrinsic beliefs that they have about the way that they should be treated or the way that people should treat them without actually having real world knowledge or experience to influence those behaviors or to influence those opinions about people's behaviors. So, like, I think there needs to be balance. I think that's the thing with anyone. I think that's the thing with anything. Do y'all remember? I don't know what the family table with Linda Ellery is. Is this my tarot card? It's not. This is my tarot card. I'm gonna get off my soapbox about third spaces, but I do think that third spaces are important, and I don't think they always have to be free. To be effective, I don't think they always have to be free. But also, I live in an area, like, I think, like, there's an active mall. I spent a lot of time in the mall in my early teenage years. I spent a lot of time at the mall, but every time I went to the mall, I spent money. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you have to spend money to have those third spaces, but I think it's important to spend time with people that you care about. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the things that's really been lost on some people that I at one point really considered close to me, regardless of the nature of our relation, is that I think you know, there wasn't always sacrifice health. Oh, period. It was like those advertisements on Nickelodeon in the early 2000s, and she was dead set on families eating together. I think that especially for young kids, I do think that it can be important to feel like a part of the family. You know, a lot of people when they have little kids, for example, I'm just saying, they treat their little kids like they feed their pets. You know, where it's like the kid eats by themselves. You know, the parent is in proximity, watching them eat, making sure they don't, you know, choke and die. Sure, but like they are not. If the parent is not feeding themselves, it's almost kind of like the child is a spectacle. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that where I think it can really be negative to have certain context around even things like eating. In certain ways, but that's to say, you know, I think there's more benefits in it than that, but I think that also at the same time, it can be a little bit like crazy to always be like, you know, trying to enforce a belief system on anyone or anything in any context. All right, heck it, let's get into it. Bitch. Okay, I'm getting my fervor back. Hold on. Just gotta combo these little bitches. Okay. Yes! I enjoyed watching you destroy Hecate. Her arrogance was always destined to be her undoing. Your merciless crusade against the old faith warms my cold, unbeating heart. I will say that I lived in a circumstance at one point where I didn't even have a dinner table in the house. And it wasn't because there was no, and the shepherd shall make the way in the wilderness, rivers in the desert, and light in the dark. And it wasn't because there was no dinner table available. It's because that the person leading the household removed the dinner table. That drastically affected the way I felt about eating in the house, period, because I was not comfortable eating in the living room. So I was always eating food at my desk, regardless of what I did. It was kind of a lot. All right.
Huh.
We're doing the feasting ritual immediately. I know I'm gonna lose a lot because I have them awake in the middle of the night, but I don't care. Sacrifice a follower to be resurrected on a crusade? Hell nah. What? I want to play Overwatch after this. I'm gonna eat something, and then I want to play Overwatch later, but it's okay. Sparkles. Let's see if I can bring back Dawn Silverwind. I want her back. I can. Oh my god. But she's catatonic. Look at her. She doesn't even like blink, like she doesn't even like think anything. I wonder if I can use the healing thing, the healing room to heal her. I need, what is that? Oh my god, give me 2 seconds.
What's that in my cup? That's that potion. Rubbing hands on my skin like
it's lotion. So it looks like for Dawn Silverwind, I will have to go to Anchor Deep. To get the crystals, which is this. This one. There's crystals in there that I can get from there. And then I can bring I can take Dawn Silverwind out of her catatonic state. What is this? You must need some seeds. A cult leader is always good for business. So many hungry followers with growing tummies. I'll just set up here if you're in need of crops. You know where I am. You don't mind, do you? He's a rainbow shrimp. Honestly, what would my last meal be? If I was dying tomorrow, my last meal would be some form of lobster with a pasta side and possibly also a potato side. I would want a really well done, like, green beans. You know how sometimes they do the green beans, like in nicer places, they do the green beans with like an onion? I think I would want that. This takes so long to do. I would want for my drink, probably some kind of wine. Like a sparkling, fruity flavored wine. That's my thing. This takes so long to use. And then for dessert, I want German chocolate cake. Simple. Because I feel like I haven't eaten enough of that in my life, honestly. Especially considering how much proximity I've had to some of it. Like... Does that answer your question? So it's kind of almost giving like Sister Kimok's madness was foreseen in the first turn of the cards, drawn by her own kin, as I have always done. Is destiny the grail which must be pursued, or the force which drives one onward? Come, let us draw once more. Kimok was the one who was giving us all those special abilities. What would your last meal be? Why am I choosing my last meal? He was unlike the rest of his kin. For others dealt with flux, chaos, famine, pestilence, war, things in their constancy must transpose, and yet he was the inevitable, the obstinate and irresistible, the one who waits. Truly peculiar, 'twould then seem, his appetency to invite the novel and the new, break ancient vow and primordial bond alike. Traditions stagnate and appetites augment. Nonetheless, doubts tear faith asunder. I kind of hate this hammer because it's so slow, but it does a lot of damage. Palomar. He has sent many vessels like you, one after the other. They all fall. You have gotten further than most, granted. I shall enjoy watching your cult rot from the inside, a disease upon them. Not damsel fleas! She's just a child. I just asked out of curiosity. My last meal would probably be one of my go-to Mexican dish from a local place near me, with a fat-ass cold beer and an M&M cookie. I think, you know, I have indulged in a lot of cheap food in my life. You know, especially in my adulthood, I spent a lot of time, like, and a lot of money going and buying, like, a satisfying cravings that I have to enjoy cheap food, cheaply made food, or easily accessible food. And so for like my final meal, it would be something that I felt was not as easily accessible and was not as cheap, because I have enjoyed those things in my life at different times. And they've never been constant, and almost always I've never been satisfied with that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, whenever I've had lobster, I haven't had lobster in probably over a decade at this point, but whenever I've had lobster, it's been really good, but it was never enough. Like, never enough to be like, oh, I'm full straight up off the lobster. The leader of my cult is a coward. How can I respect someone who's too afraid to fight? Is your path forged in blood and fire, or do you believe in peace and kindness? I seek war. Then I am yours to command. I shall pledge myself to your cult. He's an otter. You would want that good slop one last time. No bad poops in death. That's true. Olive Garden, get into it. I think people value different things, and I think that like something like a last meal would really speak to like a different, you know, a different perspective on what it is that is important to people. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that like it's important to me specifically to have to spend money, or to be like, you know, or to fall prey to like some of the more materialistic things when it comes to like food. But I would say that, like, based on what I'm saying, at least, like, I like to, first of all, I like to eat to get full, and second of all, I do like certain foods. You know what I mean? Like, I like, that's also my thing, is that I'm not like somebody who thinks in my head, oh, lobster is good because it's expensive. I genuinely like to eat seafood, and I don't always get the chance to eat good seafood. All the tentacles are from me getting hit. Yeah, I like seafood. But I also like to eat meat in general, though, honestly. Especially if it's like good quality or well prepared. The other day I went to McDonald's and I had one of those like stringy, I had a chicken sandwich, and it had that stringy meat in it. That shit grossed me out so bad. Yeah, I also was very disappointed. Gathered. Oh, I like his spiky head. He's like an urchin. Okay, and I think that's gonna be enough for me today. And it looks like we got some new food items too. On top of the seeds that we also bought. And the 2 villagers. Now that means I can save Dawn Silverwind from her catatonic state. I'm gonna save Dawn Silverwind. We're probably gonna do one more sermon, whatever, and then we will regroup from there. Damn, everybody's sick. Cindy. It's almost like Dawn was never gone. Okay, where's Damsel Fleas? Oh, I still can't heal her? Where is she? Cindy lived for a long time. She must have made it to her bed. She doesn't have a bed. Where's Damsel Fleas? Girl, go to your bed. Straight to jail.
Dalam makan apa yan?
Oh, it's time for a new doctrine. I'm gonna do some builds. Why don't we upgrade some of these beds? Clearly, I don't have very much wood. I am gonna start displaying some of these trophies too. I'll put my Leshy trophy there. And I'll also do one for Anuket. Or this is Hecate, excuse me. I need some more of those gold bars. Damn, I don't have anything. That's why I can't build anything. I don't have any money. You're talking about a construction thing. I'm talking about I need some cash. I'll just have to extort tithes out of everyone first. Where is everybody? Are they building? Oh my gosh, that's what they're doing. And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best demon with bat wings as ears I've ever known. There's no way I could. Beetlejuice and Yardy. Who's Yardy? There's no way I could ever go. No, no, there's no way. Yardy. You know what? I'm down for it. We're making him blue though. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't wanna be free. I'm staying. I'm staying. And you, and you, and you. You're gonna love me. Oh. Saltina. The ritual needs to happen. We have so many things that we need to build. I need to build multiple of these. I don't have enough money to build them, though. hate to wake them up in the middle of the night, but I got things to do. Whew. A lot of money has been spent for me to know how to sing very well. If I didn't know how to sing very well at this point, I think that money would have been wasted. But in some people's opinion, it might have been wasted, but Law and order. Loyalty enforcer. Perform a ritual at your temple in which you appoint a follower as your loyalty enforcer, tasked with patrolling the cult and raising the loyalty of your followers. Tax enforcer. Perform a ritual at your temple in which you appoint a follower as your tax enforcer, tasked with collecting coins from others. Yup. Shman. Everywhere by Michelle Branch. Is that the one? Cause you're that's not the right song to, is it? Everywhere to me. You're not alone. Oh. Now why do I gotta sing Genie in a Bottle? If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta love me the right way. Oh, they ran out of faith because I woke them up. They're pissed. Everybody's mad. Karaoke Redeem is gone because Karaoke Redeem needed to be gone. However, I did enjoy singing karaoke for y'all. And maybe I will gift it to y'all soon. I don't know. I feel like there are better songs like Fighter by Christina Aguilera would actually I feel like that would actually be probably one of like the like a really big one for me, honestly. Like if I was gonna make a playlist for my life, that would be in like the first 5 songs probably. Oh, of course. I can carry both of those songs. There's a handful. Honestly, a lot of those early Christina songs were too good, and I can handle. I can sing the majority of them if I really genuinely put in the effort to sing them, even though they're very difficult and like it's not even about the difficulty of like the you know, she sings with a lot of melismas and a lot of different colors to her voice. She does a lot of growls and things like that. It's not even that. That would be difficult for me if I were able to get it down. It's the stamina required to sing a song with so many intricate embellishments that make it that difficult without breaking or taking a pause. And the real truth is that there are, with singers like that, singers like Christina, they have to take pauses. You know, like it would be difficult for her to go through an entire concert just based on the way that the voice works. Because the voice is like a muscle, it gets tired after strenuous work, regardless of what you do regardless of what that work looks like, or, you know, how intricate the work is. You know, it's almost kind of like there's a health bar with your voice. Eventually it's gonna get lower, and there's nothing that you can do about it. You know. The other thing that we haven't really talked about though is that, you know, there's a reason why singers are historically fat. But we're not gonna get into it. Or like within popular culture, that there's a reason why they're depicted that way. And why a lot of the fat people, even in media, a lot of like the fat people sing better. I'm sure she lip syncs some of it. I'm sure that she has to rely on a backing track. I'm sure all things are true. And I think this is a great place to stop. I still can't heal Damsel Fleas. But I can find myself. I need to feed these hoes. I will not be taking on new starved followers just yet, but what I will do is find that janitor station, take all the crap from it, and I'll find the poop stations, and I'll take all the crap from them. Oh, there's nothing in all the poop stations. Y'all have not been pooping here. I'm not taking on those new villagers just yet. I will take them on next time. Okay, let's save here. Actually, how many menticide mushrooms do I even have? 405. Oh my god. Let's save here. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. I'm going to be posting this VOD. It was a really good time. We got a lot of new villagers. We got a lot of old villagers brought back. We got a lot of fun things happen. We added Damsel Fleas. Dawn Silverwind died and was resurrected. A bunch of other things happened. We killed some villagers by accident. Either way, regardless of what it was, we had a good time. And I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. I appreciate you. We're going to close up the stream here. And I will see you all very, very soon. Make sure to check out my Discord. Make sure to check out my socials. Make sure to donate so that I can actually purchase the DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA and play it for you next week when it comes out, because that would be really fun, right? Right. Thank you. Bye. Fun fact, Ray, the singer, is actually born the day after me. Literally, the day after me, to the year.